I'm not afraid.
There was, I think, about 170 of us on the boat, and it took us 13, 14 days before we arrived to Hong Kong. And in Hong Kong, we live in a camp and all sleep on the floor. Each family got your own square there, and you stay there, sleep on the floor, and every day they delivered your food for you 3 times a day, and you share it with the children and your parents. Yeah.
Tell me what it was like growing up with Don.
Oh, growing up with Don. He's always the special and the difficult one. Don was the black sheep of the family, definitely. Yeah, I think. And also because the way that Dad brought us up, very strict.
A man who came here as a Vietnamese refugee has amassed such a fortune, he's joined the exclusive Rich List.
If the horses could talk, they'd tell a remarkable rags to riches story about a 38-year-old Vietnamese refugee called Don Ha, who came here penniless and is now on the Rich List worth $60 million. Don Ha's first commercial venture was Auckland's Saigon Bakery, but he moved into real estate in the mid-90s and has now sold properties worth more than $200 million.
Don, in his own right, would be probably the most prolific real estate salesperson we've ever seen in this country. Quite remarkable. And in the time that we worked for the same company, I just observed the amazing things that he did in terms of results and figures.
Around one of the outstanding mares of all time. $2 million once, $2 million twice. Hammer comes down. I cash him at $2 million.
At what stage did you decide you wanted to buy this horse?
I actually only decided last night when like I said, I had an idea in the shower that I got to buy this horse because it's making history, it's a piece of history, and if it does make history, it will never come cheaper again, so I thought I'll go at any cost to get it. If it turns any good and it makes a lot of money, then can retire it for life, and the kids can be retired from it.
I was right here when the receivers walked in.
When the receivers walked in and shut shop.
We had no idea what was happening. I was there, it was just Don and I right outside there. And he walked into the room and I saw the whole facial expression change.
I saw the sadness in Don's face as well.
I didn't even know what receivership and all of that sort of stuff was, to be fair.
And I observed from a distance all that unfolding and watched how the salespeople responded, how he responded. And quite frankly, Lisa, I think a lesser person would have just folded up their tent and walked away.
He probably extended himself a little bit too far at that stage. He was hard to hold back, and the banks were only too keen to throw money at him.
If you want to see the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain. But here, there was not only rain, there was a hurricane.
But then he got impacted, as did a lot of other people, when the global financial crisis hit.
100 properties and 65 lots were up for sale, all of them in South Auckland.
And Ha may have good reason to come up with a novel approach. 3 News believes he owns a number of the properties that were up for auction today, though he was reluctant to talk about it.
How many do you actually own?
Right now, I couldn't tell you.
Among the properties for sale was this 3-bedroom bungalow in Papatoetoe, passed in at $400,000. This Mangere house was passed in at $225,000.
Yeah, it wasn't a pleasant time, to be fair.
He hit a brick wall at that stage.
If you feel like you've been down the same road.